Now, for the first time ever, I was rooting for Evelyn to curse somebody out. And why does Chantel think she won? Is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blazer.
It's a beef for me.
Wah, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little jokes or whatever the case may be. And we are here with what I think to be the season finale of Basketball Wives LA. Now, I'm not going to hold you. It felt rushed. It felt like the backlash from last episode when Chantel got bop by Jackie. I feel like that really put too much of a sour taste in the folks' mouth. And they just threw something together and put this episode together. Because I was like, girl, what? Like, none of this is lining up. Nobody is even making sense. Like, what is happening? They put a little tube in the bike, had the girls walk down the tube and say how they felt. I don't remember what none of them said. And I was just like, yeah, they really just threw this together and said no more nothing. So if this is the season finale, just so you guys know, there will not be a reunion. Even though too much has happened and we need one, there will not be one. But somehow on the episode, and I get it, the episode happened before it aired, but somehow on the episode, Chantel really thought she won. Like, oh, Jackie's not here, but I am. Guess who's here? Guess who's not here? Like, she really thought she won. Girl. You don't even know. And then on top of that, it looked like you really took another L when Evelyn asked her, so that's your friend? When she was asking about Britney? And she said, Britney's my friend. It seemed like you got fired on your day off. Girl, listen, I don't know what's going on. All I know is stuff been going down. Evelyn finally dragged Britney as she should. Well, not physically, but at least verbally. And she needed that over there hollering in that hijab. And where is the Muslim people? I wish a Muslim would have came up. Girl, listen, anyway, it's too early in the video. But anyway, yeah, she finally got up on Britney as she should, because Britney is just an annoying child. She's just a woman child. That's all she is. Who needs a really good therapist and maybe a few medications, to kind of help her cope throughout her day. That's just me, but I'm no doctor or medical professional. Now, I like how Brandy checked Jennifer for being messy and telling everybody that she was cheating on her husband and scissoring over there with Ming. Now, I told y'all Ming and Ty be playing in y'all faces, and I refuse to give that back and forth any energy, because as we see, they back together, girl. Jackie done dipped out on the girl. Chantel is over there looking like somebody's midwife. And we are here for the episode. So I need y'all to do me a favor. Grab your earbuds, your tings, you know what I'm talking about, your za and all that stuff. But wait, pause. Before y'all do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, grab your earbuds, your tings, and your za. And let's get right on into the episode, child. So the episode opens up at the end of the fight, and the next morning, the girls are on their way home from Hawaii. Mind you, Chantel and Jackie left the airport separately, and they are not going to be traveling with either of the girls. So now Ty is in the car with Jennifer, and she's like, yo, have you heard anything from Chantel or Jackie? Remember, Ty feels away because it was her who set up the confrontation. Well, at least she thought it was just going to be a conversation that ended up turning into blows, so she feel away. So Jennifer was like, no, I haven't heard from them, but I did get a call from Brandy telling me that they was out there throwing blows, fisticuffs. They said Jackie dog walked her. This is what Jennifer said. I didn't say it. Well, she didn't technically say it. I'm just putting 20 on 10, but you know what I mean. So in the other call, Britney is over there sweating, talking to Lonzo Ball, baby mama, talking about, oh my God, when Chantel told us everything that Jackie did, I just couldn't believe that she would do something like that. And we have to really stick around for each other, for our sisterhood, because Jackie's just the devil. And I'm saying, you are a devil in a hijab and a blue dress. Are you crazy? Britney has to be top 5 most annoying people on TV. And I'm putting her up there with Rockhead. That's big, huh? You see what I'm saying? She's just that annoying. So Brandy, Ming, and Evelyn are traveling together, and they talking about the fight that they heard about. Ty had reached out to Brandy and was telling her all the type of stuff that was happening the night before. And Ming and obviously Evelyn are just like, oh my God, Jackie is just so horrible. I want to say Brandy was on that type of time too. And Evelyn said something that really caught my attention. And this is how I know this is bigger than Evelyn wanting to stand stand up for Chantel. Evelyn does not care anything about Chantel. All Evelyn wants is Jackie to be gone and her to reign supreme on this Basketball Wives show. And I don't care which one we talking about. And it's not going to happen as long as Jackie Christie stands. Now, the thing that she said that made me know that was the case was, oh, I'm so glad that happened on film. Now everybody can see how horrible of a person that she is. I'm never going to talk to her again. Bye, 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 bye. It backfired. It looks bad on Chantel. And you, by the way. You see, my theory is Evelyn Lozaya has been the girl of the Basketball Wives franchise until it comes to Jackie Christie. And I think that she's jealous because coming to the LA franchise did not change the fact that Jackie Christie is that girl. Jackie is married to her husband and she over there having dreams of watching Brandy and Ming do the scissor. You see what I'm saying? Girl, Evelyn, please go lay. Matter of fact, get up. You've been laying all your life. That's why you're here. You see what I'm saying, girl? Let's move on. So now Ty invites Evelyn and Jennifer out together because she feels like they are the OGs and she want to get their perspective on how it was, or basically if she in the wrong for having Chantel and Jackie talk. Now, mind you, Evelyn and Jennifer don't speak, allegedly. But still, Evelyn says she don't mind being cordial because she grown. She still just don't rock with Jennifer. Girl, bye. So Ty asked the girls if they heard from anybody, either Jackie or Chantel. And obviously, I want to say Evelyn might have heard from Chantel, but nobody has heard from Jackie. Literally nobody has heard from her. But Jackie is trying to avoid having this conversation on camera. She has been saying the same thing from the beginning. Now, Ty is very messy. If I could be completely honest about Ty for just 2 seconds, I swear it won't take long. I promise you may agree with me, but you may not. Let's keep it real. Ty is messy AF. I ain't gonna lie. She was messy on Love and Hip Hop. I forgot who that was wanted to fight her, but that's neither here nor there. Ty has been starting a lot of stuff, going back and forth, being messy between the girls, and the only reason Ty get away with it is because she a cute stud and all the girls want to smash. Said what I said. If Ty was a heterosexual straight woman and she didn't have the swag she had, y'all would have been bop Ty. But y'all give Ty a pass because in my opinion, I think Evelyn won't smash, Brandy won't smash, we already know Ming smash, Jackie might wink at her twice. You see what I'm saying? Girl, everybody want a little piece. And we all know Britney Little Tutor is hot. I'm just saying, I just want to put that out there. The only reason y'all give her a pass is because she cute and y'all want to smash. And I just want to let y'all know that I see y'all. You see how that go? Clocked it. Moving on. So now after Ty asked if anybody heard from Jackie, Jennifer was like, no, she haven't heard from her. Evelyn was like, I'm never going to speak to her again. She's the most horrible person in the world. But Jennifer was like, I do want to give Jackie the benefit of the doubt. And I would like to have a conversation and get her side. Because remember, Jackie's not talking to these girls to confirm nor deny anything. And Evelyn, she was just waiting for this reason that her Nostrils O'Neills and some other producers concoct up in the back or something. This was all she wanted, just to get Jackie to lose her cool, some kind of way to expel her. That's why she's all ready to say, I'm never speaking to her again. Girl, Jackie ain't never even did you nothing. Quiet as it's kept. The things she should have did to you, she never really even did. I don't know why you hate her. Well, I know why you hate her so much, but it's just giving old, tired, and bitty. Like, you gotta go rest. Please go rest. So now Britney and Lonzo Ball baby mama is sitting down talking about the events that took place with Chantel and Jackie, and they are just in awe. And Britney needs somewhere to release all that energy that she would love to release on her own mammy. So she's waiting for Chantel to give them an update. Well, Chantel calls, or at least they call her, on the FaceTime, and Chantel was like, guys, I'm doing okay. I'm just wondering how to piece my life back together. One thing Chantel said on this camera that told me everything I needed to know, and I don't need to discuss it with nobody else no more.
I feel like after Hawaii happened, I've been at a loss for words. You've shown signs my entire life that this is who you are. But I just never thought that we would get to this point.
So y'all saw that, and this is the thing. Chantel came on here talking about the abuse she suffered under the hands of her mother. She also spoke about how her mother wasn't there as much as she should have been. Now, I've always erred on the side of maybe Jackie had been neglectful by not being there. But when she talked about the abuse, it's not that I didn't believe it. It was just more or less of, so when did the abuse happen if she was never there? So when Chantel says, oh, my mom has always shown signs lines, but I never thought she'd get that way with me. That tells me that she suffered from more neglect than anything. And further makes me believe the sister that Chantel is basically wearing her sister's trauma and using it for the show, because according to the sister and even Chantel herself, Jackie was hardly ever there. So somebody lying. So all I know is, like the sister said, if you knew your mama, you would have known not to do that. And it's obvious she didn't know her mama, and it would make sense because Jackie was never there running behind her husband. That's just my theory. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm telling you now, she kind of telling on herself. Let people talk. They will always eventually tell you the truth. I just want to add that in. So Jennifer goes to visit Jackie to check on her, to see how she's been, because nobody has spoke to Jackie since they done left down to Hawaii. So the first order of business Jackie has is to tell Jennifer that she was sorry for calling her long-headed when she was getting into it with Evelyn. She basically was like, girl, you just caught her straight. And look at Jennifer was like, girl, I'm trying to say because how I get in it. Girl, you always in it. You be being messy. You just scary. So now Jennifer wants to know if Jackie's going to come to her event because she's doing the premiere for the movie that she has Jackie actually working on or working in as a movie star or something like that. And Jackie basically don't know if she want to go. She said she'll see how it goes. But Jennifer insists that she comes, she said, because you're in the movie. So Jackie ends up agreeing to come. And then Jennifer asks her what happened with the situation with Chantel. Like she said, we got Chantel's side, or at least we hearing some parts of her side. I'm giving you an opportunity to clear your name, Jackie. What happened between you and your daughter? And immediately, Jackie rose like Lazarus. Yes, she did. She said, I am not going to do this. She says, girl, let me go ahead on and get us some more drink. Jackie is deflecting, but we all know why. Even the girls on the show know why. This is why I don't understand why they keep going confronting this lady and then looking crazy and dumb when she walk away. You already know what it is. So now Jennifer keeps insisting on information from Jackie about what's going on between her and Chantel, even after Jackie came back. And Jackie really don't want nothing to do with it. As a matter of fact, when she walked away, she whispered, this ain't happening. So we already know what time it is. So now Jackie makes up this crazy thing talking about, girl, I got to get ready for my date. Me and Doug going on a date on FaceTime. I say, now, Jackie, go late, girl. So in true Jackie Deflection, she basically starts to talk about how some dude called her phone and said that he heard that Brandy be over there running behind Ming and they be going around town having threesomes and stuff like that. And I said, oh, I believe him. Now, Jackie insinuated that Brandy might be cheating on her husband, but I said you can't cheat on a man who's been cheating since you've been married. That don't go like that. So I think she'll be in the safe, but I don't know how Brandy's gonna take it. More than likely, she won't take it as bad because it's probably true. Let's move on. So, okay, it's the day of Jennifer's movie premiere. Looks like she got a little sunset rooftop thing going on. She invited a bunch of people. I think Britney said she wasn't coming. And we all know Evelyn is not invited. So everybody else should pull up for the event to see Jennifer's movie. Now, Jennifer been working on this movie. But you know, the part that bothers me the most is her husband. He act like he want to be the belle of the ball. Like the star of the show. He's kind of different. I don't know. I'm starting to believe he is with her for the limelight. But if she like it, I love it. Anyway, Ty comes in and Ty's there to support, and she pulls Jennifer aside, and Jennifer's asking how's everything going, and she said everything's fine. But here she go with the Ming stuff. Not gonna do a lot of time on it because these girls be playing in everybody's face. Either way, she's still mad at Ming behind Ming tattoo and all of that, and that's all we gonna discuss about that. Now, as it pertains to Jackie, Jackie's walking in with the green sweatshirt or the green jacket, and Ty was just saying that she's scared to confront Jackie depending on what she wears. Now, she said if Jackie got the color stuff on, it's gonna be a lot of craziness. And y'all know I don't hardly see Jackie in color, so it's starting to make sense to me. So anyway, Jackie gets there, and Ty wants to find out what happened between her and Chantel. And again, like Ty, like Brandy, like all these other girls, Evelyn and all these other girls, Jackie do not want to talk about it, and y'all know it. So every time y'all come to her, she's going to do what? What she always does, exit stage left. So when Ty asked her about the Chantel thing, she just dipped. Now, mind you, Jackie came in trying to be messing with Ty, asking her about the Ming situation, but Ty was here for other tea. So yeah, Jackie dipped, talking about she going to get something to eat. Girl, y'all know good and well Jackie ain't coming back. Now Ming comes in, she's supporting Jennifer for the movie premiere, but remember, her and Ty supposed to be beefing or whatever the case. So here goes Jennifer doing her little presentation for the movie that she worked hard on, that she put all her time, money, and energy into, and here go her energy vampire sucking husband looking like he want to be the first lady. That part annoyed me. But either way, Jennifer was looking in the audience for Jackie, but Jackie was nowhere to be found because Jackie is gone. The movie premiere went off without a hitch, and afterwards, Jennifer pulled these girls to the side to see how everything is going. And there's still obvious tension there because even though they're talking about Jackie and other things, Ty kind of slipping in little innuendos and things of that nature, but I'm not going into it. But when Jennifer walks off, basically Ty and Ming have the conversation, and Ty was like, so you got a man? And Ming was like, no. So then Ty was like, but why you got a tattoo? And then Ming was like, because he's just my friend. And then Ty was like, girl, you full of crap, you be lying. Whoop-de-whoop, they get into it, and I'm over here saying, who cares? Now this the part that got me. Ming was in the background saying that basically Ty likes to look like the innocent victim so she can keep getting coaching jobs. And when she said that, Ty must have overheard it, and Ty said, no, you like to look like the innocent victim so we won't see you as a hoe. And I said, what? Yeah, Ty had time today. Ty said, not today, slut. Yes, she clocked her teeth. So much so, Ming had to just leave. She said she was going to exit stage left because she don't want to start no beef at that girl premiere or whatever. And I think that that's commendable of Ming. So now Ming meets up with Evelyn because she wants to not only talk to her about the Jackie thing, but she also wants to invite her to her launch for her new product that she has to basically, she got flat irons or something, her and a business partner. And I didn't know Ming used to do hair. That makes sense. But Ming was telling Evelyn basically about the situation that happened with Ty and how she was so nasty and so rude. And in comes Brandy looking a bit too chipper given what we had just heard. Look at Brandy talking about who's nasty and who's rude. Girl, I forgot. You and Ming was beefing at first. Now y'all real cool. Scissor cool. Yeah, it's the being giddy for me that puts me in a spell of confusion as it pertains to the big three. No, they would be the little three, I guess. So Ming starts off telling the girls that basically she spoke to Jennifer and was trying to talk about the Jackie stuff, and instead Jackie deflected. Somebody called her and told her that I was running around here doing the threesome. She said, and that's messed up because Jackie have so much she could be worried about. She said she need to be worried about if she got a relationship with her daughter. Then she goes on to say, and tell me why, Brandy, she running around telling people I'm having threesomes with your crazy ass. So I'm looking for Brandy to be upset. Brandy was laughing really hard. Now, maybe the drinks are good at this restaurant. I'm not sure. But she just thought it was comically funny. And I'm over here saying, I mean, yeah, I guess, but not really if it's not true. Like, nigga ain't gonna lie on me. She think it's just ridiculous. And look at Evelyn. Can I watch? No, old gizzard. No, you cannot. No, no, and no. See, this what happened when you run through all the zicks. You're left with the cooch. And even a she want to let you go. No, no, and no. You done had enough. Go rest. So now Ming is like, we don't play like that. She was like, I get it. It's funny to y'all, but I don't like that Jackie lying on me because she don't want to talk about the situation with her daughter. Like the way that she did Chantel was messed up. And all three of them agree. It's really like the whole cast is like anti-Jackie. And I think that was the plan from the beginning. But Brandy, in my opinion, kind of did a little deflecting as well because she flipped it around and said, but why would Jennifer come and tell you that? Why would she repeat that? Why wouldn't she come and call me and tell me what Jackie is saying about me? Basically, Brandy feels some type of way and feel like Jennifer being messy and promoting mess by even repeating that she's dealing with them type of infidelities, knowing she's trying to save her marriage with her husband. So she invite the ladies to the soft launch or whatever it was for the flat irons. And all the girls said they was going to be there. Evelyn asked who all was going to be there. And she said she will be inviting Britney. She don't know if Jackie going to pull up, but she will invite her or she'll see about it. I can't even remember. So the girls said they're going to be there. Let's move on. So now moving on, why is Jennifer hanging with the big three? The big three goes out to dinner and Jennifer is over there hanging with them and I'm of confusion as to why. Girl, you don't even have nothing in common with these girls. You know, it's given that you are being messy. I get it. Jennifer did give Jackie the benefit of the doubt at the beginning of the episode. It was like, let me at least get Jackie's side. But girl, you playing both sides. See, this why Evelyn used to cuss your ass out and have you around there crying. I get it now. I see it. So anyway, Britt asks, or somebody asks about Jackie, and Jennifer basically says that she had went to try to talk to Jackie, but to no avail, Jackie walked off. She said, but according to Jackie, her life is good, her husband is good, everybody in her family is straight. I mean, everybody except Chantel, but for the most part, Jackie doing good. And look at doggone Chantel, just a seething, just mad, just ooh. Ooh, every time you turn around, just Chantel. Sound like a goddamn car engine when you look at her face. It's crazy, huh? But basically, Jennifer was like, yeah, your mom basically doesn't want to talk about the situation and things are going well in her life and according to what she has going on. So she doesn't want anybody to worry about her in anything that's happening in her immediate family. And look at Chantel. Oh, don't let her go there. Her life and family is not that great. Her husband is ready to divorce her. I'm like, are you saying it like he gonna marry you next? It's a weird situation over here. Very, very weird. So then Jennifer asked Britney about who she was calling low vibrational. Britney said basically it was Jackie and Evelyn. She's going to put a name on it and an address as well. So Jennifer also tells them that Jackie told her that Brandy was over there scissoring with doggone Ming. And look at Lonzo Ball, baby mama. See, all she does is lie. I can't believe she can just lie like that. And Chantel, she needs to be worried about her bedroom. Why is she worried about everybody else's bedroom? Her whole house is in shambles. Chantel, I think yours is probably in more shambles than you think Jackie's. I ain't even gonna hold you. But the fact that Jennifer's sitting there talking to these girls, honestly, it makes sense because they're not real friends anyway. Let's move on. So moving on, we are introduced to Mama Vicki. Mama Vicki is Ming's mother. And I'm not going to lie, when I saw her mama and her daughter, the picture of them, I was wondering where Ming's face fall in between. Is that bad? Either way, we love Mama Vicki. Mama Vicki is one of those people you can say what you want, how you want. She don't get offended easily. She gonna tell you like it is. She ain't gonna cut no corners. And she is a vibe and a key. Shout out to Mama Vicki. We gonna add her to the mama rings of Infinity Stones of the top mamas in the era of reality TV. A mama there talking to Ty. Ty must have a really good rapport with Ming's mother. And she's trying to figure out why these girls are beefing. Now, that lady told Ty, I heard my baby said you called her every name but the child of God, all type of whores and sluts. What is going on? Why did you call my child that? Okay? And Ty was like, you know what, mama? I did. It was out of anger because I was upset. And I shouldn't have did that. So I want to apologize to Ming in front of you because I was wrong for that. So then Ming was like, yeah, man. Plus, she be talking on the phone with that girl. Now, the girl she talking about is Drew Sidora. Now, this the part that might have got Drew in trouble. Because according to Ming said that that girl was on the phone with that girl for 3,000 hours talking about Ty and Drew. According to Ming, Ty been cheating. So the mama looked at Ty and was like, Ty, tell the truth. You been cheating on me? And Ty was like, no, I had an emotional relationship maybe according to her, but I did not cheat. So the mama was straight up. Did you or did you not sleep with that girl, Drew? And when Ty refused to answer, it was right then and there. I knew exactly what I had always thought in my head. Ty, allegedly, I believe she did smash on Drew. Because Drew is the person they talking about. So I said what I said. Ty, you look guilty. Now, Ty did try to flip it and deflect like Jackie, pull a Jackie, and was like, but mama, allegedly, she like threesomes with Brandy and all of that. So look at the mama.
Like, you say you like threesomes, so I don't know what was going on.
Oh, you like threesomes? You freaky bitch. I didn't know that. See, I don't know everything about her.
Baby, when I tell you mama is a key, I know the editing made it look like Ming felt the way, but with a mama like this, Ming know her mama. I bet they laughed and kiki down to the bank. Girl, this was hilarious. I love Mama Vicki. We need her back on the show ASAP, or at least gather her up with the other mama. She's a dope woman. I love her.
Now we on the same page.
I was single. She ain't even whole material though.
So as you can see, Mama Vicki is all right with me. I think we need to see more of her on our screen. She's so blunt. She's so real. That's what we need on reality TV because everybody else is fake, including her child's fake. So the mama personally extends an invite to Ty to come down to Ming's her launch for her flat irons. She was like, I really want you to come. You my daughter-in-law, pull up. And y'all know Ming gonna pull up. She ain't got nothing else going on. Let's move on. So in the final scene, it's the night of Ming's flat iron event. All the girls are arriving. Evelyn says she's not looking forward to seeing Britney or Lonzo Ball baby mama. And for the first time, I'm on her side. And Brandy and Evelyn are still talking about the situation that happened between Chantel and Jackie because they not sure if Jackie gonna pull up or not. Ming did invite her, but they were like, especially if Chantel's gonna pull up, it could definitely be awkward. So now in comes Lonzo Ball baby mama. Now mind you, Evelyn was talking cash money shiz naive. But when the girl comes in, Evelyn just standing there looking stupid. Like, oh girl, it's just like, Evelyn, I can't even count on you to fight on my behalf. Like, and it ain't even on my behalf. It's on yours, but I can't even count on you to fight on your behalf. So the girl get to asking both of them when the last time they spoke to Jackie, and I'm thinking only Brandy's gonna answer because Evelyn don't rock with her. Tell me why Evelyn answered as well. Girl, it's just fake. It's just so fake, and she's just Lonzo Ball baby mama. We never gonna know her ever again. We'll never see her again. She's just so forgettable, you know? So awkward. So anyway, once she leave, then Evelyn start talking back again. Y'all already know how it go. Miss Cheetah, she's over there talking her cash money shit's not eat, but we don't want to hear it until you get to Britney. So the way Ming has the party set up is basically there's two separate sides to everything because Ming understands that everybody beefing. So they got two separate couches for the girls to sit on. Now, when Jennifer walked in looking fabulous per usual, Jennifer goes and sit on the couch by the big three. But when she did that, that really caused a lot of concern for Brandy because Brandy was like, girl, why is she over there by the big three? And this is my question. Why is she so happy to be over there by the big three? That's my question. Now, Brandy made a smart comment talking about maybe Jennifer is over there hanging with them girls because her husband is young and she want to feel young and hang young. I don't know, something of that nature. But Brandy, now if that girl would have clapped back and said, at least I have one to go home to, you would have been over there crying. Now, Brandy, you got to stop with all of that. And in comes Chantel looking like Santa's little helper. Girl, she really thinks she is that girl. And mind you, Chantel thinks that she won because her mama is not there, or at least to her knowledge yet. And she's showing up and the girls are all rallying behind her. Because remember, she's a quote unquote victim. Now, according to Chantel, she showed up to the event because number one, she said Ming was really nice to her when she first met her. She said, and number two, she don't want to distance herself from the group. See, Chantel really thinks she has gained the group. Like, she thinks she gonna come in and Jackie Jr. this thing. Like, everybody gonna come rally around me and they gonna make me the star next or something. I don't know. But anyway, Ming asked the other girls if they talked to Jackie and they say they hadn't. And then they asked her, basically, is Ty coming? We don't see Ty. And she's like, girl, that's y'all friend. Y'all don't know. And she was like, but didn't you invite her? And yeah, she was like, her mama did, but she hadn't talked to Ty. But I call cap on all that. I think this is all a play. Now, when Britney arrives, of course, she's still being negative, seeing the other girls on the other couch, saying that they're low vibrational, saying they're this, that, and the third. And in walks Ty at the last minute to support Ming, according to her, because the mama asked her to go. Again, I say this right here is a play. And the reason I'm saying that is because soon as Ming gets on stage, she needs a volunteer to flat iron somebody's hair. And we all know Ty normally, I ain't gonna say normally, but she keep a lot of braids. But it was very convenient that she didn't have them this time. And Ming got up there and did her hair. Now, everybody in the audience is looking like, what in the world? I thought they were beefing. Welcome to the party. You're late. They are never beefing. Even when they beefing, they not beefing during the beef. You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't get in the middle of these people's stuff. Ty and Ming are both toxic and childish. It just looks different on each other person, and that's just all I have to say on that. They back together, girl. And look at Mama Vicki. Don't get them started now. Let's get it started now. I love me some Mama Vicki. I ain't heard but 5 minutes of her, but I love her down to the ground. I don't know why, I just do. Now, Jackie hit up one of the producers and basically said that she won't make Ming's event because she got to go fly somewhere for Dougie's birthday party. We don't believe any of that. Jackie just don't want to go walk into a hijack. That's all that is. And Jackie, I think she did a wonderful, phenomenal job of basically not giving them no storyline. Because when you really think about it, that's why Jackie did what she did. I don't believe that Jackie signed her daughter up knowing that she would come on this show and embarrass her or play with her like that. And the reason I'm saying that is because if she knew that, I don't think this would be her reaction. I think Jackie was blindsided and probably by her daughter as well. And I think she did a good job of just basically walking away. I don't care how the girls feel about it. They'll get over it. Jackie did an amazing job, and kudos to the queen of Basketball Wives LA. Say it when I say it. So the girls are all asking Chantel how she's holding up, and she's like, well, you guys, I want y'all to know that even though Jackie didn't come, I'm here. Look who's here and look who's not. I wanted to make sure I'm around the girls. She really thinks she inherited a new friend group. Girl, they wasn't even friends with your mama. They not gonna like you. Right? See, this the part Chantel misses. Whether you like your mama or not, if a person don't like your mama, they probably not gonna like you. And they probably gonna feel like you are a carbon copy of your mama, no matter how much you try to distance yourself, because you show every day that you still are. And to sit up here, act like I'm just trying to piece things together and trying to get this together. And honestly, I'm never going to speak to Jackie again with all this, girl. It's just giving like, just go away and go away abruptly. Stop making all the comments and all the announcements. At this point in time, Chantel, I don't think most people like you. And you don't have nobody to blame but you. And you want to know the most unfortunate part about all this? Jackie might really be a dragon of a mother that you claim that she is. But because your intent was malicious and it was ill, we can't even see it. It just backfired on you. You gotta watch how you do people. And you gotta hope also that your children don't grow up and do you the same way you did your mama. You gotta be careful with that because your intent is not pure. So Brandy takes this time to confront Jennifer about the rumor that she spread it from Jackie. So basically she asked Jennifer, why did she go around telling people that she allegedly was having threesomes with Ming? Even though she finds that it's ridiculous, she wants to know why Jennifer would just make that up or at least repeat that rumor. So according to Jennifer, Jennifer was like, well, I didn't say it. Jackie said it. But like Brandy said, you know Jackie be lying and you know she in deflect mode. Why would you go back and repeat it? One thing I appreciate about Brandy was like, look, when it came to you, Jennifer, you ain't want nobody talking about your husband and we respected that. Why you don't do that for me? And she's absolutely right. Listen, Jennifer just got this new husband that we all know is a scammer. Now, we done let up off of her simply because we hate Evelyn more than we hate the idea of her being married to that nigga. But that don't mean we don't still feel how we feel. So for Jennifer to go around and doing that, she wrong. And Jennifer knows that. That's why she was sitting up there trying to put it back on Jackie and say, oh, but it wasn't me. It was this one. It was that one. It was the one-armed man. Girl, bye. You was wrong for going around spreading it. And that's why Brandy got you together at that table, as she should. And Brandy, you shut up. Because like Ming, y'all went all around the world before y'all said a threesome didn't happen. Now somebody around here lying. You shut up and you ain't seen your husband a high, low, and a heap of Sundays. Girl, please, you probably is. Get off of here, Brandy. And Jennifer trying to continue to throw it on Jackie. Chantel in the background talking about her word don't hold no weight. And I'm over here saying like, end the whole show immediately right now. We're done. There's literally nothing else to talk about here. But oh, there was this situation here. Here comes Evelyn trying to ask Britney, what have I ever done to you? And you know, Britney having the child state of mind that she has, she gets upset about things she make up in her head and she never really go back to make up other details to kind of go with what she's really upset about. So when Evelyn asked her, girl, what have I ever done to you? All she can say is, you run your mouth. Girl, you run your mouth louder than anybody. Like, what do you mean you run your mouth? And then she turned around and called Evelyn a bitch. Now, in any other circumstance, nobody would have anything to say. But this girl is supposed to be a Muslim or in the Muslim religion, dressed in Muslim garb. And here she go using that word again. And I'm with Evelyn. You keep going around telling people you on this journey, but you keep talking out the side of your neck with that word. And look at her. You don't get to judge. Only God judge. Like a child. Girl, I want to take my belt off and go get a switch. Girl, and go to pop. Girl, when I tell you I want to pop so hard. Then Evelyn said something about her having 100 zits. And then she said, girl, it wasn't 100, it was 36. And even Chantel had to make a face at that reply as everybody else did. And we believe it's way more than 36. This girl will go and join a whole covenant for some zit. Girl, we don't believe 36. But either way, Chantel had the face of me because I am of confusion. Girl, how are y'all going back and forth about how much of a whore you are? I figured it out. See, Evelyn is having a conversation with herself. You ever heard somebody ask you like, oh, if you could tell your younger self something, what would it be? This is what's happening with Evelyn. She is the old slut arguing with the younger slut in her, trying to talk sense into her, but to no avail because it just is what it is. It dawned on me. It just hit me. And no matter how much Britney yelled and screamed, it did not matter because Evelyn was fighting an internal battle between her and her goddamn self. Period, point blank. But again, Britney, all this hollering and screaming has always just been super annoying. So there's that. But I do like that Evelyn told her that you want to call everybody low vibrational, but you the only one coming around with the low vibrations. Every time you come around, it's always some stuff. Like there's always something negative going on with you. And she is absolutely right. Britney has been projecting this entire season. So Britney get to screaming and hollering like a 12-year-old, acting a fool in them people's garb. And all of a sudden in the bike, I forgot, Mama Vicki is there. Girl, Mama Vicki was in the bike saying, girl, it's getting messy, girl. They got into it. They get into it, girl. Come over here and come see what's going on. I said, see, that's my type of carrying on. I need to hang with Miss Vicki. She messy just like me, girl. And you know what's crazy? Brandy made a face. Chantel made a face. Everybody made a face when Evelyn said she had 100 little whackers and she said, no, I only had 36. It's like, girl, you should have just let her run with the 100 narrative. At least it gives us gold driving intent from your girl. Girl, Brandy was flabbergasted. So this the part that I picked up on. Evelyn turned to Chantel and was like, she is the devil. She's nasty. She's mean. Is this your friend? Basically on some, whose side is you on? Is you picking her or is you picking the job? Basically, that's what I got. Now, I could be wrong. And this is the gag. This put Chantel between a rock and a hard place because, listen, she literally went against her own mama to get on this show. But she has to show a sense of loyalty because they the reason that her mama is, according to her, kicked off the show. So she had to save face and say, well, she is my real friend in real life. And baby, the way Evelyn looked at her and said, oh, yeah, well, good. You gonna get in a lot of trouble messing with her. And then turned around and walked out. That told me everything I needed to know, baby. Because, I mean, let's be clear. Evelyn is the next heir to Shawnee. And I'm pretty positive nobody's going to admit this. I believe Evelyn is part of the reason why this little girl is on this show. And I said what I said. So, Evelyn walking away like that, it was giving thank you for your service tease, but we not show because Evelyn just dipped. All I know is it was the end of the episode. All the girls went through this like lit up tunnel and kind of gave their little outros or whatever. And Lonzo Ball baby mama didn't even have one. So that goes to show how relevant she was to the season, to production, the show, and even the guests at this point. So a couple of the tunnels that I will talk about was Jennifer basically walking away from the tunnel or walking away from the show saying she's found her F it button and it feels good. And honestly, outside of her husband, I am truly happy for Jennifer. She seems happy. I'm not gonna lie. And now as it pertains to this librarian here, she walking through the tunnel, I don't even remember what she said, but all I want to say is this. I'm so glad she done took them people's garb off, their ceremonial stuff, because she made a mockery of this. It was horrible to watch, and if I was a Muslim, I'd write a letter to the president to get her arrested. Now, Chantel is walking out of the tunnel and she's walking with this air or sense of pride as if she did the right thing. And this is the part that tells me that Chantel is rotten to the core. Whoever we think she is on the outside, she's 10 times worse on the inside. You see, for a split second, Chantel got in this confessional and told those people that she's really hurting about not having a relationship with her mother and that basically she takes accountability for her part. Now, I'm thinking she's going to go down the list of what that responsibility or accountability is, and she didn't. And the reason why is because she doesn't believe that she's wrong. Chantel basically still put this whole thing on Jackie and told us that if we don't have a mama named Jackie Christie, we would never understand. And that to me tells me Chantel is not a good person. She's actually very rotten. Chantel would rather hold on to this narrative that she created in her head to the bitter end than to say, you know what, at the end of the day, regardless to what was wrong with me and my mama, I shouldn't have never put my hands on her and leave it there. She didn't do that. So for that, it tells me she still feels justified in what she did. Now, she claims she's going to go right off into the sunset and have this life wonderful, abundant without her mama. But I'm trying to figure out how awkward it's going to be when y'all on the elevator going in the same building. Duck, duck, goose. Girl, I'm not buying Chantel's story. I'm not buying none of it. Chantel is full of crap. I hope to never, ever, ever, ever see her again. Ever. And I hope that life works out better than it probably will for her. I swear. And as it pertains to this big three, this is the worst big three in big three history. I'd rather have big three eggs, bacon, and cheese than to have these three heifers standing together, holding hands like they part of the Power Rangers. I'm so over basketball wives, these heifers and all their problems and all their crying and all that whatnot. And Tell had us thinking Jackie used to be riding up putting a pause on her, and come to find out this the first time she ever got a tap. And if you ask me, Jackie didn't do enough. So now she over there stunned and can't believe it. Girl, I am so over the show. I am so over Jackie. I am so over her children, Nostrils O'Neal, her ex-husband Shaq, and everybody else in the family. I'm over it. I'm over it. This was the final episode. And although Jackie wasn't able to walk away from this thing totally clean, I will commend her for walking away at all, because we all know this could have ended real bad for Chantel. Really bad. But that's the end of the episode. What do you guys think? Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, girl. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.